Be March Boxing back at it with another boxing video. So I remember, man, people was trying to tell me that this man Errol Spence is ducking Shawn Porter. You know what I'm saying? People's like he ducking him. He ain't even signed the contract. He ducking Shawn Porter. See, that's what's wrong with boxing fans. You know what I mean? They don't even know the insides, the outs, the in and outs of negotiations. They not in no boardroom. They not negotiating. Then how the fuck would you know what's really going on behind the scenes? You know what I mean? You know, fellas was jumping the gun, jumping to conclusions, trying to say, what's going on with Spence? Why he ain't signed the contract? Oh, he ducking the man. Come on, fellas. Stop. Stop. This guy, Errol Spence, has no. By no means is he ducking Shawn Porter. He ain't ducking nobody in the division. He ain't even ducking Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? It's just the politics that these guys, two guys on different networks. It's the promoters who have made this type of climate for the best not fighting the best. Nothing more, nothing less. The fighters want it. They get tired of hearing every day that so and so can beat you or why you not fighting so and so. So if it was up to Spence and these guys, they fighting everybody. Sean Porter, on the other hand, he has nowhere to turn, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Guess why? The main guy he really wanted was Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? That man was head over heels in love with that matchup and that fight again, you know what I mean? I had to, excuse me. Oh, Lord, excuse me. I had the first fight a draw, Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying? 6-6, 6 rounds apiece. And he fancies that matchup more than he does Errol Spence. I mean, it's it's not a secret, you know what I'm saying? He definitely would like that fight over a Errol Spence fight, you know what I mean? But his back's against the wall. He has nowhere to turn, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Only other guy out there is Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is on the ESPN top rank side, you know what I mean? I'm sure that's not a fight he would really prefer, you know? So he has no choice. He got to fight this guy. Errol Spence don't have to put his signature at the drop of the dime for when you want it as a boxing fan. He could do it on his own terms as long as he fights one more time this year. He already fought once. You already know these guys ain't fighting 3 times a year. He's trying to unify. Errol Spence talks about trying to become undisputed. Hopefully beating Porter, get the win of Thurman and Pacquiao, then get the Bud Crawford fight. That's how he's laid it down for what he's trying to do in the next 2 years. You know what I mean? On his way to become undisputed. He's the only one really who talks that undisputed shit at welterweight. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, fellas was jumping to conclusions, talking about Errol Spence's ducking Sean Porter because he ain't signed a contract, this, that, and the third. Man, that man was taking his time. For all we know, he was in Hawaii with his family on vacation. You check it, enjoying life, you know what I mean? Maybe he wasn't bothered with no paperwork, no contracts, or none of that. Maybe he said, you know what, Al, I'm on vacation right now. When I get back to the States, when I get back to Dallas, um, send me that link, man. Shoot me an email, and I'll agree to the terms if they suit what you know, if it benefits me in a way, because he definitely is the A side. You know what I mean? He's headlined a pay per view. Sean Porter hasn't, and there's no way that the man Errol Spence is ducking the guy. You know what I mean? Stylistically, I think this guy's tailor made for the man. Sean Porter's tailor made for the man Errol Spence. You know what I mean? If Errol Spence, if he boxes, Porter can be outboxed. You know what I'm saying? Keep him at the end of the jab. Errol Spence got a very good jab. You know what I'm saying? Unleash them body shots. You know what I mean? Keep pumping that jab. And then you blast him with the southpaw left hand, man. He ain't ready for that, man. Come on, man. This man, Sean Porter, man, he can be outboxed. I've seen Dennis Ugas give him that work. I had Dennis Ugas winning that fight. I had Adrian Granados versus Sean Porter a draw. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to outbox the man. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't work for him. You know what I mean? Sean Porter does have a good jab himself too. You know what I'm saying? But stylistically, I think the southpaw style that Errol Spence will bring to the table, he possibly might stop the man, Shawn Porter. Look, man, I even had Danny Garcia beating Shawn Porter. You know what I mean? It's just in a lot of intervals, you ain't see the man Danny Garcia punching, but them counter punches was landing all night, all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And that's my favorite type of style of boxer. A counter puncher, you know what I mean? I like counter punchers, slick boxers. And I thought Danny Garcia beat him, you know what I mean? Well, the judges ain't see it like that. Danny Garcia and a lot of other people feel that Danny won that fight, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Porter's nobody for Sean Errol Spence to duck. Legendary boxer, what's going on, man? He's in the chat. Says Kenny's the Lion Crab said the same lies about Thurman, Duck, and Porter. You ain't never lied, legendary boxer. Great point. Great point. I didn't even think about it like that, you know? You know what I'm saying? But definitely, he be running his mouth talking. Yeah, I remember that video. I remember that video where he was talking about, oh, we've signed the contract. Now we waiting on Errol Spence. Well, you know, it just I remember that video. Great point. What's going on? Finks, all the boxer, what's going on, dogs? He's in the chat. He says, I don't think I'll make any official predictions on this one. Porter's resume just on names is nuts. Yeah, but I'm talking about skill set, man. Your resume ain't going can't throw no punches in the ring. Your resume ain't gonna beat or defeat opponents. Nope. No, 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 no. Sean Porter's even lucky to be a two-time welterweight champion. You know what I mean? You know, look, man, if the referee don't let this guy use his headbutt tactics like some Tim Bradley shit, you know what I'm saying? The man Errol Spence will beat him, man. You know what I mean? The distance, man, he's a master of distance. He's going to gauge his distance. The guy Sean Porter's going to be walking into punches. Might might going to catch shots right to the face and on top of the head. Legendary boxer in the chat says Spence by domination. When you say domination, legendary boxer, how do you see it? Like domination KO or points or how you see it? Legendary boxer in the chat says Porter lost to Danny and Ugas. I agree 100%, man. I agree 100%. The man Sean Porter, he lost to Ugas. You know what I mean? I had Ugas winning that fight, and even the Granados fight was a draw. He had to headbutt his way out of an Andre Berto fight. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I think he could beat Andre Berto even without headbutting him. You know what I mean? But Sean Porter, man, when he can't break your will, he's going to have to put his boxing skill set to the test. And if he can't outbox an opponent, which he really hasn't, look, man, I made some money when he fought Kell Brook. To this day, that's one of the best wins by a United Kingdom, a British fighter coming over to USA and beating an opponent. You know what I'm saying? Mandatory came over to the States, fought him at the StubHub. I had that fight 8 rounds to 4 in favor of Kell Brook. I knew he would beat him. I put money on him, and sure enough, he came through. You know what I mean? Legendary boxer says Spence gonna keep his jab in his face all night. I agree. I see that happening too. And Legendary says they better not let that one-eyed ref that the fight he let Porter headbutt all night. Yeah, who's that ref? Who's the one-eyed? Who's the one-eyed ref? Yeah, man. But straight up and down, man. You ain't never lie, man. Sean Porter, his pops, was definitely the one spewing that rhetoric that the man Errol Spence is ducking. They said the same thing, matter of fact, about Keith Thurman. You ain't lying about that legendary boxer. And Keith Thurman did look a little if suspect, with his car accident injuries, you know what I mean? But Finks out of boxer says I gotta see Porter on the scale though. Holmes was trimming his corals. You ain't lying, dog. The man was cutting his hair. You know what I'm saying? He was cutting his hair just to make weight. You ain't lying, man. Legendary boxer says the ref that always makes those stupid faces. Steve Willis. Steve Willis for be usually in Brooklyn or the Madison Square Garden or the Barclays Center. He's a New York NYC ref. A lot of these referees, they territorial or regional referees. You know what I mean? Like you'll see Steve Smoger in the New Jersey, New York era. Not era, but area. You know what I mean? You'll see guys like uh, Vic Draculich. He's a Las Vegas guy. Him and Kenny Bayless and what's the other guy? The guy with the hot top fade, the brown skin referee. Tony Weeks. Those guys, you'll see him in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? You'll see guys like not Sergio, Russell Mora and what's his name? What's the other guy's name? The guy who stopped that Jesse Vargas versus Bradley fight. He was also the referee in Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. He's a California ref. His name escapes me, man. Really and truly, we ain't even supposed to know about judges. Judges should be actually invisible in the ring. We should only see two guys. I hate to see a referee get involved too much and actually try to be a star, trying to play a role, trying to get himself known by, basically, getting involved in a fight as far as, maybe not letting guys fight on the inside, just all kind of stuff. Legendary Boxer says, yeah, he sucks, bro. Never calls the rabbit punches for headbutts. Yep, he does. Legendary Boxer says Kenny Bayless is the best. Tony Weeks sucks. Legendary Boxer says Jack Reese. That's the guy. Jack Reese, California guy. Jack Reese a good referee in my opinion. But that night versus Bradley, man, that was a bad. What he did there was just it was a lapse of judgment, and he was just I'm not gonna say incompetent, but look, man, Bradley was washing the guy Vargas, man. He beat him even easier than Pacquiao did. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao did put Jesse Vargas on the canvas, but as far as Jesse Vargas versus Bradley, Bradley was washing the guy. Then he gets caught with a mean right hand, that kind of overhand right hand. Staggers the man. He stumbles into the ropes. And the referee, what did the referee do? I think he stopped the fight. What did he do? He didn't stop the fight. Something happened. All I know is Jesse Vargas thought he won the fight. He was running around, jumping on top of the ropes like he won the fight. And I think there was some time left. Jack Reese, that was a major blunder at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Legendary Reese says, legendary boxer says Jack Reese didn't call Bradley versus Vargas. It was that old grandpa dude. He retired now. Who that? Legendary boxer said he called the fight off before the bell went off. LMO, 10 seconds before the bell. Yeah, that's exactly what he did, man, before the bell. It wasn't Jack Reese. Who was it then? Thinks all the boxer says this fight will probably be VADA tested for those concerned about Spence nips. Oh, no question about it. WBC, World Boxing Council, Clean Boxing Program will definitely be involved. That's why there ain't no VADA testing in the Pacquiao fight, because it's WBA stuff, you know what I mean? Am I upset about it? No, not necessarily. Look, because if one guy takes steroids, the other guy should take steroids. Make it an even playing field. Y'all ain't going to be tested, so might as well. Look, man, I don't know what these guys do and put in their bodies as far as PEDs and supplements and stuff. We don't know. Only way we'll find out is via drug test. And if there ain't no drug test, then we shall never know. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm not concerned about that. I just want to see a good fight. Legendary Boxer says every IBF champ has to do VADA mandatory. IBF? I thought it was WBC. I didn't know that IBF also was in the clean boxing program. I know all WBC fighters 24/7, 365. They have to report. They got to let VADA know where they at every day, every day, all year. You know what I'm saying? You check it. You know, I don't know. I'm not trying to say that Eris Landy Lara is a guy who's on steroids or anything. I'm a fan of Eris Landy Lara, but it was real suspect to me when he was ranked in the WBC, and he was actually placed as a mandatory at the time to fight the man. What's his name? It was a mandatory to fight Jamal Charlo, and he ain't fight the man Jamal Charlo. He went back to WBA route where he's always been at. I can understand that's a sanctioning body where he's held a belt for over 4 to 5 years. Okay, so and he fought the guy Brian Castano, the guy from Argentina who was the WBA regular champion. You know what I mean? That fight was called a draw. I think I had Lara winning it 7-5. You know what I mean? But to me, that really, raised concern. You check it because Jamal Charlo is a guy I think he could beat. He could beat Jamal Charlo. He been doing it from sparring days, you know what I mean? When they was both under the same tutelage of Ronnie Shields, you know what I mean? Okie doke. Where we at in the chat? Legendary Boxer says Pat Russell was the ref versus Vargas versus Bradley. Just Googled it. Yes, IBF started it first. Well, that's news to me about the IBF. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know the IBF started it first. I never even heard about the IBF really. No, I don't know about that, man. You're gonna have to send me links or show me proof. Matter of fact, if you can, um, legendary boxer, when this video ends, you could throw them links in the comment section. Throw them links in the comment section where the IBF is the first sanctioning body to be doing the Vada Clean Boxing program, because Errol Spence is a guy that a lot of people have complained he hasn't been doing Vada Clean Boxing testing program. You know what I mean? I think he might have done it for the with what's his name, Mikey Garcia. But all his previous fights, a lot of people like the man, what's his name, uh, my man Finks, out of boxing was saying, people been talking about the man Errol Spence nipples from a long time because they saying he not under Vada Clean Boxing program. So this is news to me, and I'm not doubting you, but this is a public forum where people would like to see them links. You know what I mean? Show us proof that no question the IBF is under the clean boxing program, because I know the WBC were the first to do it. That's what I do know. But if the IBF were the first, just show me some links, and we can keep it moving from there. Legendary Boxer says those were lies, bro. Spence did Vada for Brooke, Ocampo, Peterson, and Mikey. I definitely know from Mikey. The other guys, I'm not too positive. You know what I'm saying? Cause for the longest, man, just even last year, if you had looked on BoxRec under Errol Spence's name, he wasn't enrolled in no Vada Clean Boxing program. They do show the guys on BoxRec who are. Legendary Boxer says boxing has the laziest liars. I feel you on that. They do say anything, especially when it's in favor of the guy that they do like, you know what I'm saying? Like they tried to say Deontay Wilder didn't do 350,000 buys versus Tyson Fury. They tried to say Deontay Wilder only sold 6,000 seats. There's only 6,000 people versus him and Dominic Brazil. Those are the kind of lies Eddie Hearn be spreading. A motherfucker who not even from the United States, but he knows all the logistics about the attendance and gate and all that stuff about other fighters. But he doesn't ever reveal his pay-per-view fights, the numbers from Joshua, or you know what I'm saying, or even his numbers on the zone. So take it with a grain of salt. Um, Legendary Boxer says, bro, here's Eddie saying Spence and Vada for Brooke. Spence did Vada for Brooke. LOL. Legendary Boxer says, Wilder versus Brazil sold 13,000. Yeah, it did. Legendary Boxer says, Fury versus Short sold 5,000. Jacobs versus Selecki sold 3,000 in NY. Wilder sells more than Jacobs in Brooklyn. But Wilder's the most popular fighter in the United States. He is. It's that's not no secret. Deontay Wilder is the most popular boxer in the United States. No question about it. No doubt about it. Surpassed everybody. Surpassed everybody, man. I mean, look, I'm not gonna put him on the level of Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao known worldwide. You know what I'm saying? But as far as his peers, you know, the Adrian Broners, the Errol Spencers, and all these guys, Deontay Wilder's profile has increased dramatically. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder is the third highest paid boxer overall. There's millions of boxers in the planet Earth from every country on the planet Earth. There's boxers in every weight class, except I don't know about Japan if they got heavyweights out there. But the point is, the man, damn, the man, Deontay Wilder is the third highest paid boxer, making 30 million a year, gross 30 million a year, 30 million last year. You know what I mean? And the only guys ahead of him is number one Canoli, I think 90 million, Anthony Joshua at 50 million, and Deontay Wilder at 30 million. You know what I mean? You check it, so that's what it is. You know what I mean? Deontay Wilder's that dude. Legendary Boxer says facts. Wilder was on Sports Center last week. The YouTube video has 2 million clicks already. I won't doubt it. I think I seen that with Scott Van Pelt. I did see that. Legendary Boxer says Wilder versus Brazil KO had 10 million views on CBS Sports Twitter page alone, and that fight had just a shade below 1 million views on Showtime. The fight only went what 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? That's how long the fight lasted. You know what I mean? 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, what if the fight went 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds? Man, that man Wilder would have smashed 1 million for sure. And not to mention, since 2015, and mind you, guys, we're in 2019. Since 2015, Deontay Wilder has been the highest rated, most viewed fighter on Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Does more views than AB. AB used to do 1 million plus every show. Every show he would do 1 million plus on every card. Well, Deontay Wilder has been doing more than that. You know what I'm saying? AB's popularity has dropped. I think one of his lowest viewerships on Showtime or PBC or whatever was like 800,000, and that was like within the last year or two. You know what I mean? But Deontay Wilder cracks 1 million every time, all the time. You know what I mean? So Deontay Wilder is for sure more popular than even Lomachenko, all these guys, man. Triple G, everybody, man. So all them fellas, those people out there, those Anthony Joshua fans, you know what I'm saying, who just listen to everything the man Eddie Hearn says and just run with it. You guys are on the outside looking in, and like I said yesterday, man, if the man Anthony Joshua loses that unification title again versus Andy Ruiz in the rematch, it's gonna be a great depression over there in the United Kingdom for them Anthony Joshua fanboys, and also some Anthony Joshua fanboys here in the United States. There's some disgusting channels out here on YouTube who have an agenda that, and they're American, black dudes. You know what I'm saying? Who have an agenda to shit on the man and say the man Deontay Wilder's ducking everybody, and they love to big up the man Anthony Joshua. One of these guys did a video, his post-fight review. This motherfucker was goddamn, man. I thought he was about to commit suicide. He came on the video the night after Andy Ruiz knocked out AJ. This guy's head was in his hand. This guy was looking lethargic and oh my God. He's on suicide watch. And that's what the fuck you get for investing all your time in a guy who's not your champ. Look, man, You gotta go for your American champion. Fuck what you heard. Even if you like Anthony Joshua, if you from the United States, you gotta go for your guy. If he loses, he loses. All I'm saying is don't be so invested. Don't be a fanboy. I like Wilder, but I ain't no fanboy. If Wilder gets knocked out today, guess what? I'm gonna make a video and I ain't gonna cry about it. Like some of these channels out here who was crying, damn near crying. They probably did cry before or after they made that post-fight review. It's a damn shame, man, but these are grown ass men, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that highly invested, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I don't want my puny little heart to be broken, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go through that. I'm a boxing fan for over 30 years, man, and I've been hurt before, man, and it's not a nice feeling. It's not a nice feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? When Pernell Whitaker, when they gave that man a draw versus Chavez, man, I wanted to break my TV. And I was a kid. I was only like maybe 8, 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? That shit really hurt. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. When Pacquiao got put to sleep by Marquez, that shit hurt because that was a good ass fight. You know what I'm saying? That shit was war. It was the fourth fight. These guys were not trying to go no distance. Both guys had hit the canvas, and Pacquiao just hit the canvas and went to sleep the second time he got put on the canvas. You know what I mean? Stevenson Vazic, man. Hey, look, man. I was hurt, not I was hurt, not how he lost. Look, man, Stevenson put up a great fight. I mean, I had him up by the time he got stopped. It's just how he lost, in the brutal fashion, being an old guy. So, you know, I'm not that invested in Wilder and AJ as far as making videos and going against a certain fan base, but that fan base, sure enough, man, that did go against Deontay Wilder, and they said about his skinny legs, and they made videos saying "fuck Wilder," I don't like Wilder, and they American, they paid the price. They paid the price, man. You know what I'm saying? It's evident. You can't tell me they ain't paid the price, but just look at their post-fight videos. I'm not even gonna name these channels. You should already know them. If you're not, go ahead and Google search them. You know what I mean? Already, where we at? Uh that legendary boxer. Why you be retracting message retracted? Why you be deleting your comments? Got like 6 videos here say message retracted. I'd have liked to read what you wrote. Where we at in the chat? Broner versus Lee Selby is in the works as legendary boxer. Exactly. I think I did a video on that. I did actually. That was my video I did before this one. Legendary boxer says 990K on Showtime. Exactly. And that was in just 2 minutes. Imagine if he went 3 minutes. That cracked a million. Okay. While legendary boxer says Wilder and Broner did the best ratings on Showtime. Indeed. Indeed. But AB's popularity has dwindled as far as his viewership on Showtime. He used to be the most highly viewed watch fighter on Showtime, and we're not talking about pay-per-view because obviously Floyd Mayweather was the king of that. We're talking about regular Showtime nights. You know what I mean? Legendary Boxer says so you can see the new ones easily. All right, man, no problem, man. No doubt about it. But yeah, man, Errol Spence ain't ducking no Sean Porter. I agree with the man, legendary boxer in the chat. Errol Spence is gonna give this guy a thorough beating, man. It's gonna be a thorough beating, man. The guy Sean Porter barely escaped versus Ugas and Danny Garcia. I mean, guys who came down from, guys who came up from 140, from 140. Remember that. Ugas was a guy who came up from 140. You know what I mean? You check it. So people jump into conclusions whether it was fake outrage or just to make videos to get views. I didn't jump on that shit. I didn't even make one video. I didn't even read no articles about or just pay attention to anything about Spence not signing the contract. I knew the guy's gonna fight. Where else can he go? He's gonna turn down a unification? Who else can he fight? Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman. These guys are all occupied. Danny Garcia ain't even got a strap. So no question he's about to fight him. You know what I mean? Legendary Boxer says Ugas versus Figueroa will be a great fight too. That'll be a very good fight. I've never ever in my life seen Figueroa in a fight that was not entertaining. I'm a fan of Omar Figueroa. Man is still undefeated. If he gets to Ugas, he needs that title shot, man. Give this man a title shot. You know what I mean? This guy hasn't been a champion since he was down there at 135. Give this man a title shot. He's undefeated. I wanted to see Adrian Broner versus Omar Figueroa. I gotta pick Figueroa. Figueroa would have beat that ass. You know what I mean? Unless he breaks his hand or something, gets injured. But otherwise, when that Figueroa is healthy, fan favorite fighter, Bobby Chacon style. You know what I mean? Man like Bobby Chacon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But B March Boxing about to seal the deal on this vid. Bobby Chacon is like Arturo Gatti. He was the first Arturo Gatti, you know what I mean? Fan favorite, friendly fighter. Never ducked a punch, you know what I mean? Never moved his head to get the way out, get out the way of a punch, just bringing the pain, you know what I'm saying? What's up, on my boxing talk, man? You coming through and I'm about to seal the deal on this vid, kid. What's good with you, man? Legendary boxer says Omar and Broner both out of shape and have drinking issues. Yeah, they do. They both be getting bent. You know what I mean? Anthony Purvis, what's up with you, man? He's in the chat says I wanted Omar versus Granados like 2 years ago. Yeah, hey. All I want is Omar Figueroa to get a title shot. I think he deserves it, man. Look how he beat the shit out the Ghost Guerrero. The Ghost Guerrero got like mad title shot opportunities. You know what I mean? Look, no doubt, man. So we shall see. But Omar Figueroa is a guy who beat Errol Spence in the amateurs. You know what I mean? They both from Texas, so I'm sure they've known each other since they were kids. Don't be surprised if we see that fight later on down the line if the man Omar Figueroa continues winning. You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. But yo, man, shout outs to everybody in the chat. Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News says, what's going on with Spence and Porter? Not in Unrivaled. McGregor, nothing at all. They about to fight. That's what's happening. You know, people was trying to say that the man, um, Errol Spence, and as legendary boxing pointed out, it was the pops, Kenny Porter, who was the one, spewing that rhetoric that the man Sean Porter, Errol Spence is ducking. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that man is ducking Sean Porter, man. That guy's tailor made for Errol Spence, you know what I mean? And sure enough, Errol Spence confirmed it. I forgot what video I was watching a day or two ago. He confirmed it, man. The fight is done. It's a done deal. September, you know what I mean? So it's going to be the same month as Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, September. Unrivaled Boxing Talk is asked, is the fight official? It's definitely official. Legendary Boxing Talk says they might rob Ugas again. We shall see. Legendary Boxer says it's final. Legendary Boxer says he's calling out the morons who said Spence was ducking. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm calling they bluff and I'm yanking up their whole skirt. You know what I mean? For spreading such blasphemous lies. You know what I'm saying? That the man is ducking the man Sean Porter. You know what I mean? Sean Porter and then they be trying to say everybody ducking them. But when they come in to fight, look, man, you think AB has had 3 bad fights, 4 bad fights in a row? What about this guy Sean Porter? He arguably lost to Ugas, arguably lost to Granados, arguably lost to Danny Garcia. Man, the writing's on the wall, baby boy. El Spence will beat that ass. He's gonna tap that ass for real, man. Okay. Unrivaled Boxing Talk says what's the venue and network? Legendary Boxing says Fox venue not official yet, but Barclays most likely, yeah, more than likely the Barclays Center. They're gonna have that in on neutral ground. They're not gonna do it in Dallas, Texas. I don't think they're not gonna do it in Dallas, Texas. Don't Sean Porter is not a Hispanic. That's why they did it in Dallas, Texas, because Mikey Garcia will bring the Mexican fan base as well. You know what I mean? They're gonna put that at the Barclays Center, and it's only right neutral ground. Legend Legendary Boxing says 2 weeks. Venue will be final. Unrivaled Boxing Talking News says, has a fight actually been announced or has Errol said he signed? Errol said he signed, and they'll do a press conference sooner than later. Look, man, we're only in June. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of June. You know what I'm saying? These guys going to promote that probably in a week or two. Gonna have press conferences, whatever. And they gonna fight by sometime in September. They 3 months away from doing it, you know what I mean? So there's plenty of time. Legendary Boxer says Fox is promoting it already. Legendary Boxer says Spencer. Yeah, they were. I think that's actually where I did see the news where that Spence said that they gonna fight. You know what I mean? Legendary Boxer says Portland is lying. Dad did the same thing with Thurman. They actually did. I do remember that. All he has is lies. Unrivaled says, I'm waiting till I see the announcement. Hey, man, you ain't going to be disappointed. I'll tell you that. They ain't not, hey, man, look, Unrivaled, this is a unification, man. This is a unification. These guys have nowhere else to go. You know what I mean? That's what these guys are in this sport for, especially Errol Spence. He wants to become undisputed. There ain't no rumors going on with this. This shit is. I have no doubt with him whatsoever that this fight is official, man. Official tissue, man. The guy, Shawn Porter, got nowhere else to go, man. It's time to cash out, man. It's time to cash out. Legendary Boxer says to Unrivaled, it's been announced. Don't be stubborn. Hey, man, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be on Fox. Look, these two guys won that Fox show with that Kate Abdo and Abner Maris and Shawn Porter and them. You know what I mean? The fight is official. It's just not. It's just they just haven't. What do you need to see, McGregor? A signed contract? How many signed contracts have you ever seen? The only signed contract I can recall is Jack Carpentier versus Jack Dempsey. You know what I'm saying? That's the only one I can remember seeing. Besides that, fights get made, and we're going to see this fight happen. Legendary Boxer says Fox. It will be on Fox for the whole country to see on terrestrial TV for free. Thank you, Al Heyman. Legendary Boxer says during Charlo card. Yeah. Charlo card is this weekend, ain't it? Um, Legendary Boxer says, check Spence Instagram, dude. Spence and Porter were on Fox during the Charlo card. They interviewed him. Yep. Unrivaled Boxer Talk says, I need to see PBC announce it. I don't know why you doubting it. I don't know why you doubting it, McGregor. You think Spencer's ducking Shawn Porter? You think he ducking him? He ain't ducking that dude, man. Legendary Boxer says to Unrivaled Boxer Talk, why would it not be final? Why do you always spread lies from scumbags like Eddie and Aram? I don't know if McGregor spread it. He ain't say nothing about those two guys. He just want to know. He wants to see clarification that the fight's official. I'm not gonna make this video if I know this fight ain't official. I'm gonna just put it like that. That's why I didn't make no videos about, oh, why Errol Spence hasn't signed the contract. He's ducking him. A lot of people made these videos. You know what I'm saying? And they jumped to conclusions. For what? That was in June. Even, you know what I'm saying? Early June. Maybe even late May they was talking about that, man. Come on, man. Unrival says, whoa, I'm no Eddie or Aaron fan. No, I ain't. Legendary Boxer says, why the hell would this fight not happen? Spence already stopped Brooke Peterson and beat Mikey. Porter is easy work. Crawford and his coach lying to the public. They are fighting bums. Spence is fighting the best. Thank you, Al Heyman. I don't know about if Spence is fighting the best. Mikey Garcia ain't the best welterweight to fight, man. I'm sorry. That fight, he gets no props from me. That fight was fucking stupid. That shit was a waste of time, a waste of a Saturday night. I should have gone to the dance hall and go rubber dub with the gal them. That's what I should have done that night. I ain't paid for that shit. I took my box, I put it on the big screen, and I watched that fight on ITV4. You heard? You check it. Legendary Boxer says to Unrivaled Boxing News, PBC announces 6 weeks before most fights. McGregor says that's how I am. Well, you got look, the fight's gonna happen. I'm about to go look at Errol Spence's Instagram right now. That's what I'm about to do. You won't be disappointed, McGregor. Not one bit. When the fight happens, you'll be like, oh, when they announce it, just come give me props. Say you heard it first on V March Boxing, and Legendary Boxing done told you a million times the fight about to happen. You check it. Let me look at this man. Let me look at the man Errol Spence Instagram. There he go with Errol Spence. With Shawn Porter. Oh, he don't say nothing about the fight. He said something jealous of what? I can't wait. Oh, he does say. He said he said Errol Spence is there with Shawn Porter. God, and he said this is funny. Errol Spence writes in his captions, jealous of what? I can't wait till September. Exclamation mark. Big ass Reeboks. And Shawn Porter definitely do got some big ass Reeboks over there. But Errol Spence look like he got some big ass shoes his damn self too. Damn, them some big ass Reebok Shawn Porter got. I can't lie, man. God damn. But you know, I'm gonna keep it tall with y'all, man. This fight right here is the guy said can't wait till September. So it's on and popping. Where we at? Okay. Legendary Boxer says PBC has so many pay-per-view fights. They have to space them out. They're waiting for Manny versus Thurman to kick off. I'm waiting for that too. Legendary Boxer says it's business 101. Unrivaled Boxing Talking News says, I want this fight more than most. I believe it's happening. I'm just waiting for the announcement. You're going to get the announcement sooner than later. Legendary Boxer says, Mikey is better than Amir. No, he's not. No. No. Mikey, sure enough, okay, he's a better fighter, yes. But Amir Khan is a welterweight. He's even bigger than the man Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He's a bigger guy than the guy. This guy, fucking Amir Khan ain't never fought at no featherweight like Mikey Garcia. He wasn't no 130 pounder. Wasn't even a fucking lightweight. The guy still was a world champion first at junior welterweight. You know what I mean? So no, the guy Errol Spence couldn't even knock this guy out or knock him down. So that was a bullshit fight, man. That's what we're not going to do over here. We're not going to give Errol Spence no credit for beating up a fucking featherweight. That's what I'm not going to do. Nope. Nope. Legendary Boxer says Loma and Crawford both fighting bombs. Well, the man Errol Spence fought Ocampo and fucking Mikey Garcia. Those are not great fighters, man. Look, man, I don't even like to do stuff like this. I respect Crawford and Bud, but we're not gonna act like Errol Spence is fighting all the top killers on the planet. He's not. He's not. He only time he's challenged himself was when he went over there to motherfucking England and beat that man that man Kel Brook in that soccer stadium. And I gave him 1,000,001 props for that, and there was a good fight. And he barely, look, man, the fight got stopped in the 11th, or was it the 10th? All I know is I had Errol Spence up by 1 round. So we're not gonna act like he's fighting the best pound for pound fighters. We're not gonna get into that. If Terrence Crawford is fighting bombs, so is Errol Spence. PBC putting on the best fight, says Legendary Boxer. That I do agree 101%. PBC is the best boxing on the planet. It's the best boxing on the planet. We got 2 heavyweight champions in America on PBC. Thank you, Al Heyman. Fucking Top Rank over there faking like they have the lineal champion. Keep promoting a fake ass lineal champion. Tyson Fury ain't no lineal champion. That's a selling point. Unrivaled Boxing Talk says I'd like to see Mikey versus Amir. I That's not a bad fight, man. But I really don't. Amir Khan is not beating nobody in a competitive fight, man. It's not gonna happen. I think I'd like to see Mikey Garcia versus guys at 140, the Josh Taylors and the Prograis and those type of guys. Okay, doke. Where we at? Why? Legendary Boxer says, why else would Spence be on Fox standing to Porter being interviewed about the fight? Come on now. I'd rather Boxing Talk says, this dude thinks I'm hating B-Bosh. Hey, man. Looks like the man Legendary Boxer is definitely an Errol Spence fan for sure. You know what I'm saying? He came and said, you're Eddie Hearn and Arum fan. I ain't even hear the man Unrivaled. He ain't write nothing about no Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum. Unrivaled says, I'm just waiting for the word. Legendary Boxer says, nah, just tired of people saying the fight isn't happening. Um, Unrivaled says this didn't say it's happening. Legendary Boxer says, Limpiness would KO Amir Khan. No question about it. He would. No doubt about it. Legendary Boxer says you implied in a way it's always the same thing with events. So McGregor and Unrivaled going back and forth. Okay. Legendary Boxer says Crawford's best win is that midget Gamboa, isn't it? Hey man, Gamboa was a fucking powerful pound undefeated fighter by the time he fought the man Errol Spence. You know, I'm not Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. He was undefeated. The guy was on the undefeated, beating up everybody. You check it. Had fought at fight at lightweight? I believe it was. Some people try to come and discredit Terrence Bud Crawford, acting like this guy Gamboa wasn't fighting at lightweight. He had fought Dolly Perez at lightweight. You know what I mean? So that's what we're not gonna do. Yeah, that's possibly his best win. You know what I mean? It's possibly his best win. But guess what? Kell Brook might have been on the pound for pound list for like a hot sec. Gamboa was on there for years, unified, beating guys, you know what I mean? So as far as career comparisons, Gamboa is definitely done more in his career than Kell Brook, you know what I mean? And I don't like to do shit like this, but that's what you want to do. We could do this all day, Legendary Boxer. We're not going to gas the man Errol Spence like he a killer, like he done fought everybody, or like he has a stellar resume. When the best guy, you look, Kell Brook is an excellent win, and so is Gamboa for the man Terrence Crawford. Where we at? Unrivaled Boxing Talk says it's not the same as others, bro. Ocampo was mandatory. Hey, I didn't say he wasn't. Legendary Boxer. I did not say Ocampo wasn't but that guy's what he was. A guy who got knocked out in 2 rounds. A fucking nobody. A guy I'd never heard of before that fight, and a guy I've never heard of after that fight. So you could big up Ocampo all you want. That's what we're not going to do over here. Legendary Boxer says Ocampo was mandatory. He fought him after he stopped Brook and Peterson. Yeah, well, look, man. Peterson, I'm a DC guy. That's my city. I like Peterson. Peterson fought the wrong type of fight versus the guy, Errol Spence. And I'm not going to say that the man, Errol Peterson, was washed or he's a bum. Nah, I've never said that, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to act like the man Lamar Peterson was in his prime neither. I'm not going to act like I've never seen Lamar Peterson on the canvas numerous times. Fucking Victor Ortiz was putting him on the canvas. Tim Bradley. Fuck me, man. Lucas Matisse beat the shit out of him, you know what I mean? So, look, man, you could big up that fight all you want. But career-wise, Gamboa was definitely on the pound for pound list, and the man Lamar Peterson never was. You know what I mean? Lamar Peterson was never a unified guy. Well, actually, he was, but they took one belt from him when he beat Amir Khan because of steroids. Look, that's on him. He could have had 2 straps. You know what I mean? Okay, where we at? Legendary Boxer says Spence best wins. Brooke, Peterson, and Mikey are better than anyone Crawford beat. Look, man, the man Crawford he beat Jeff Horn. I know y'all fellas gonna come in front on Jeff Horn, but y'all motherfuckers said Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao. That guy beat Pacquiao. That's what y'all fellas said. That Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao. I ain't see that shit happen. I seen Pacquiao win that fight. He looked like crap, but he won that fight. He got robbed over there and hosed in Australia. But y'all motherfuckers said Pacquiao lost Jeff Horn. Guess what Crawford did? He beat that man. Easy work. Easy work. Even put him on the canvas. Something Pacquiao could do. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Look, what'd you say? Um, Peterson, Mikey Garcia, and these guys, these guys never beat no Pacquiao. They never beat no Pacquiao. What's up, AA Boxing and Blunt says afternoon chance was good with you, man. How you doing? Legendary Boxer says Mikey versus Danny will be announced soon also. Yeah, that's a good fight. That's actually a very good fight. I can't wait for that. I really can't. I wanted to see that fight before this guy had even moved to welterweight. You know what I mean? A Boxing Blog says McGregor and Legendary hope you use well. Legendary Boxer says waiting for you to post some videos of Eddie and AJ, bro. He says that to A Boxing Blunts. All right, guys, I'm probably gonna have to get off this live stream in a sec, man. I have to. I wish I could stay, but actually, I'm getting all kind of calls and text messages. I gotta handle business, man. I gotta make some money. You know what I mean? Damn. Legendary Boxer says Mikey was an undefeated four-division champ, bro. He beat Limpinets and Broner and Zlatikin also. Three champs in a row, and these are also better than Gamboa. I'm not going to argue with you there. I'm not going to argue with you there, you know what I'm saying? But that guy came up from motherfucking lightweight. He's a smaller guy. So that's where your man Errol Spence gets the L. He takes the L for that, you know what I'm saying? For not even knocking out or putting a little guy on the canvas. So you could say all you want about him beating so and so. You know what I'm saying? I seen the guy Rocky Martinez put the guy Errol dude on the canvas. You know what I mean? I seen put Mikey Garcia on the canvas. I seen Mikey Garcia quit and get the fuck up out of Dodge versus Salido. You know what I'm saying? So that guy's not a killer by no means. No, by no means. He's not. But the man Jeff Horn beat a killer in Pacquiao. And guess what? Terrence Bud Crawford beat the shit out of Jeff Horn. You know what I mean? Ah. All right, fellas, I'm gone, man. I gotta get up out of here, man. I wish I could stay. I'll probably do another live stream. If not today, probably tomorrow. But we'll see, man. You know, I wish I could do more of these things or more often, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm usually busy, man. I'm a busy guy, you know what I mean? I gotta go to the Apple store. I gotta go pick up a couple phones that they were repairing for me for free. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta do my thing, man. So it is what it is. Shout outs to Unrivaled Boxer Talk, Legendary Boxer. Shout outs to AA Boxing and Blunts. Big ups to everybody who came through the chat. Shout outs to my man Fitz.